Hey dudes and dudettes, here's another Trump update. He did a truth on December 11th at 1:37 p.m. Quote, I inherited a mess from the Biden administration. The worst inflation in history and the highest prices our country has ever seen. In other words, affordability just 13 months ago was a disaster for the American people. But now it's totally different. Prices are coming down fast. Energy, oil, and gasoline are hitting 5-year lows, and the stock market today just hit an all-time high. Tariffs are bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we are a respected nation again. When will I get credit for having created, with no inflation, perhaps the greatest economy in the history of our country? When will people understand what is happening? When will polls reflect the greatness of America at this point in time and how bad it was just 1 year ago? Alright. Alright, seriously? Do I gotta go over this? The affordability disaster 13 months ago that is no more? Holy shit. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's like he's trying to make Marjorie Taylor Greene look like she's right. I mean, she is right, but I'm saying he's not even trying to make her look wrong. I mean, she said, don't talk down to people that there isn't an affordability crisis. Talk to people like you know there's a problem and you want to work with them on it, which we know they don't want to work on it with us anyway, but they'd just be saying that to make the voters feel better. So he's just denying that there's any affordability problems. Amazing. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, what, gas is down to 290 I see now? It's a little odd. I don't know if this has anything to do with it. You could tell me in the comments, but does that have to do with the fact that we just stole a bunch of oil from Venezuela? Why didn't we get these price drops this whole time until we stole the oil from Venezuela? I don't know. Maybe I don't know how this works. Just seems a little odd to me, is all I'm trying to say. Um, I mean, the strangest thing, though, that the Republicans get pissed off at me about is, like he says, the worst inflation in history, right? But he does know that he caused it, right? He does know that he caused the inflation. And I'm not saying that the Democrats didn't add to it either, but I mean, 2020, right? I mean, he added $11 trillion to the debt. He locked down businesses. The Democrats locked down businesses along with him. They hurt people. They took jobs away. They did a lot of bad things to us. And the consequences that came out of that era of insanity was inflation, right? I mean, they don't realize this? They realize this. They're just fucking gaslighting us. They know what they did. So, yeah, he started the inflation, which I remember before 2020, gas prices were 187, 180. I remember because I started driving in 2016. And I remember the gas prices pre-COVID. I know I keep saying that, but it's a very important fact. They want you to forget this. And then when they say, oh, Joe Biden started the inflation. No, you did. And then Joe Biden only added on to the inflation. And the only reason why the inflation naturally went down was because some of the jobs that were gone from the lockdowns just came back. They weren't newly added jobs. They were jobs that existed but were taken away and then just put back. I mean, I'm not saying this is the Bible, this is the final word, but I'm saying what he said on that truth is bullshit. Now, if a Democrat said that, oh, I got the inflation from Trump and it's Trump's fault, I would say, yeah, it's true, but you added to it also. You know, they know this, though. I don't believe that they don't know what they're doing. So, and tariffs, bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars. I went over the tariff thing. Where is this money? Where is this? Where is all this success? I don't see it anywhere where I am. I see the same economic situation we've been in since 2020. I see people not getting out of their houses. People do DoorDash, Instacart, mostly Amazon. The stores are never crowded. Like when I was working in retail, I don't want to say details about it, right? But it would only get crowded like maybe once a week, and it was very scattered. But pre-COVID, everywhere you went, people were bustling and things were, but it was a different kind of busyness pre-COVID. It was different. You know, it made sense. Now it's like everybody looks like they're in La La Land. Everybody looks like they're in another planet. It never gets crowded. Even on the weekends when I go shopping, it's never really crowded. A little bit, yeah, a little bit, but not like it used to be. I don't see what he's talking about. Maybe I'm just, what do they say? I'm looking at the tree, right? I'm not looking at the whole forest, you know? Maybe that's my problem. I'm having trouble seeing this. Maybe you guys could show me what I'm missing. I don't know. I just find it to be very frustrating. I really do. You guys let me know what you think.